Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit that notification bell. Daily updates. Really nervous about today's beer review. I'm going to talk a little bit and then get into the review. So if you just want to fast forward the review, just telling you. So I had no plans of reviewing this beer. I had no plans of owning this beer. I went to Germany years ago, and of all places, because you think about like purity laws and just the basic beer. And I was at some places, and they'd have radlers and shandies, things where like they mix with syrup or lemonade or whatever, and that'd be a whole separate video. But anyway, kind of got me to understand like, okay, this is a thing that happens. Fine, so I'm not opposed to it at all. Fast forward. My wife and I have a Curious Traveler, and she really likes that beer. I thought it was good. Like, she really liked it. I thought the pumpkin one actually was quite good and up there like with Pumpkin. But anyway, so she's like, hey, can you get some of that for this summer? I cannot find it anywhere. I'm assuming they don't make it anymore. But if you happen to know, let me know in the comment section below. So I've been looking for Curious Traveler because, sometimes it's tough, like what beer is in the fridge that I'm going to do reviews of, what's open to drink. So I've been trying to segregate out, like, here's just stuff you can drink. So then she also likes IPA. So I went and I saw that we had M43 locally. I'm like, amazing beer. I'm going to get a 4-pack. She drinks it. She's like, this isn't good. I'm like, it's a delicious beer. Like, you're ridiculous. I drink one. Oh, no, the cans are not shut properly. They're oxidized. This is not good. Contact the brewery. They're like, yeah, we've heard, we'll send you a bunch of swag to make up for it. Sorry, they did. That's great. Then I see a Sloop lower ABV IPA. I'm like, oh, love Sloop. Great IPAs. I'll get a 4-pack of that, and she can have those. She's like, this isn't really good. So I tried. I'm like, you're right, it's not very good. It wasn't oxidized or anything. It wasn't doing it for either of us. So I'm like, man, I really got to try to find some Curious Traveler. I just can't. So I'm like, well, let's see what other shandies I can find. So anyway, I found a 12-pack of these, and it was like an assortment of flavors. So one of them was watermelon. So I think that was the first one she opened, and she's like, this is awful. So I'm like, it can't be that bad. So I tried. I'm like, oh, this is really bad. I'm like, just dump it, and I'll dump the other cans. Like, it's that bad. She's been kind of powering through some of the other ones, but I don't know. I haven't had any of the other ones. But she's like, they're just not good. They're very artificial, which I don't like artificial in my beer. Anyway, so I'm like, well, maybe I should review one of these. So I'm like, I guess I'll review the base Shandy. Narragansett, I guess is how you pronounce it. Narragansett. Made on Honor presents Dell's Shandy in refreshingly different beer. What did that say? Trademark. Wow, I put in a lot of effort to read that. Sold on merit, 4.7% ABV, beer with natural lemon flavor. Hi, neighbor. Great-grandfather DeLucia made his first frozen lemonade back in Italy in 1840. During the winter, he carried snow into nearby caves and insulated it with straw. When summer arrived, he mixed the snow with fresh local lemon juice and sugar, making a refreshing drink. His grandson, Angelo, introduced this icy treat to Rhode Island in 1948, and today there are over 30 Dell stands across America. Gansett is proud to present this delicious shandy with the perfect balance of Narragansett lager and lemon flavor. It's refreshingly different. I'll be the judge of that. And also, just to kind of put a bookend on that, she likes Curious Traveler so much. It was one of the 5 beers we had at our wedding. We bought cases of beer, and then they were at the bar. People could grab different ones. And we made a point to have a case of that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the desire to have a good shandy was high. But anyway, here's what we have. And I'm despite everything I just said, I'm trying to go in with an open mind. Okay, that's as clean as that glass is probably going to get. 2.5 fingers, halfway head, small bubbles, breaking up into medium-sized bubbles. They're breaking up pretty quickly. It's got some chill haze on it. A lot of carbonation, probably, what's staying inside glass. It's a yellow straw color. You know, it looks slightly unfiltered, but it's not a super unfiltered beer by any stretch of the imagination. Looks kind of like a lager, not surprising. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, I mean, you get that lemon. I don't want to immediately say it's a very fake lemon, but it's not coming across as straight like lemon zest or fresh squeezed lemon. So it's not that kind of lemon, but it is lemony, whatever that means to you. I mean, and not surprising. It's super bright. It's every time I go in, it's like compounding, which is I've had that happen on my palate a lot. Where it's like every sip, if it's like a Mexican stout or whatever, right? It's like okay, the pepper's like compounding. It's getting warmer and warmer. With aroma, I guess it's probably happened. I haven't really noticed it enough to maybe comment, but it's like compounding this lemonness. There's some sweetness. It's not overly sweet. It's not like I wouldn't say like limoncello kind of a thing. There's some of that lager fighting through, but the lemon is, pushing it back down. Like, no, I'm the star of this show. It's about all you get off of the aroma. Let's see about the taste. Cheers. I'll say this. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I wouldn't... And again, I'm not opposed to this. Honestly, I'd rather make lemonade, get a lager, make my own shandies. Like, that's, kind of more my speed, but... Unlike the aroma, the lager is winning more. It's probably a hair more lagery, or I assume it's like a Pilsner. Right, it just said lager, and specifically say Pilsner. Yeah. But I'm going to assume it's all Pilsner. Yeah, hair more of that than the lemon, but it really is lemony. The lemon is a lot like the aroma. It's not a bright zest or fresh squeezed lemon. It is... I don't want to say what only can be described as artificial lemon, but yes, but also just think of like generic lemon or not, vibrant in your face, like just pure lemon. It's not as sweet as lemonade, for good or bad, depending on your palate. Some people look at me like I have three heads when I say this. I think Sean from Nerd Sense did one time. With Pilsner Lager, sometimes I get best I can describe as a lager funkiness. Not like Horse Blanket, not like some Belgian Wild Ale. Not just through the lager, it's kind of a funky thing. Yeah, a little bit of that. A little earthy thing coming through. It's... I don't want to say it's two-note, but because of that lemon, it is hard to kind of pull through specific things in the base beer. The aftertaste is pretty lemon candy if it wasn't that sweet. Yeah, again, it's just this is not... for me, but it is better than I thought it was going to be, but it's not for me. And yeah, probably going forward, we'll just make lemonade or buy a lemonade we like and cut it with a Pilsner and make our own shandies or something. Because, yeah, this was a dud. But, yeah, I mean, whatever. I like so many of the beers I review. It's nice every once in a while probably to do one. And maybe it's refreshing as a viewer to like, oh, you didn't love a beer, finally, So, yeah, this isn't for me, but it might be for you. Maybe they clearly sell this stuff, so people like it. Just not us. Have you had it? What are your thoughts on Shandies, Radlers, any of that kind of stuff? Should beer just be beer, how the brewer gave it to you? Or is it okay to cut it with things? Anything, everything related? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Check me out on Instagram and on Tap. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.